guys, it's Joe Zamataro with PWCmuscle.com. If you're one of our forum members on PWCextreme.com or you subscribe to our YouTube or Facebook pages, then you know that we have an upcoming build series in collaboration with Tampa Bay Powersports on this Sea-Doo Spark. Now before any build project, there's always a bit of prep work that needs to be done. And today we're going to be installing a variable trim system, a VTS system, onto this Spark. The reason for installing this system is that it will give us a little bit more consistent results when we do our testing down the road for the other parts that we're going to be installing. It's a plug-and-play system that's around $200. You can pick it up on PWCmuscle.com, and it's for any Spark that's got the IBR iControl system. It does come with a full set of instructions. However, using a video is a little bit easier. We're going to go through it step by step, show you the tools that you need to complete the installation, and some details on how to make it a little bit easier for you. Alright, as is the case with a lot of installations, the first thing we have to remove is a series of body panels. Now, I did loosen up most of these just to make the installation go a little bit smoother for you, but they're all the ones that clip into place and are pretty simple to remove. First one starting off is going to be the handlebar cover, and where the knee pad is, and then the actual access into the engine compartment. Alright, so the next thing we're doing is removing this cover so we can get in there to install our switch. To do that, we use a T27 Torx headed socket and a 5/16 socket in order to remove that cover. First, for the Torx, it's actually underneath here. You can see it right there. It's going to be a little bit difficult to show you me actually doing the work, but then there's the 5/16. Alright, when you remove that last bolt, you should just be able to lift the cover out of place. Keep an eye on that starter button because it tends to go flying a little bit. So this is our VTS trim button that we're going to be putting in. It comes with a nice long cable. First step though, before we start installing it, is to just go ahead and plug this in until it clicks. And then now we're going to be routing this through the handlebars. VTS switch fits right into this little spot right here. And now we're just going to feed the cable through where we're basically following the same path that our starter button goes. And it'll come down around here. I know it's a little dark in there. And then all the way into this area. Okay, and after you snake it down here, you see it coming out right here. This is a little tip. Anytime you're dealing with loose wires, you can put a little masking tape to keep them all together. But this is us after snaking it down. Now the next thing we're going to have to do is actually put these pins into a different wiring harness, and that one is located right up here, which is this wiring harness is the one that goes to the gauge cluster on top. Now there's a clip on the back side that you have to undo, but then you can just kind of pry it out. I've already done this one, unclipped it, so I'll just pull it down to show you what we're working with here. Now this is the back side of it, and you can see these little nubs that are sticking out the back. If you count across the top, this first one over here is 1, then on this far side on the top is 6, this would be 7, and then this bottom one here is 12. What we're going to be doing is installing the wires into 1, 5, and 6 up top. Alright, so the first thing that we do is we turn it around, and you can see like there's little tabs on this guy right here. We just insert a tool into that. Okay, so you can hear it pop or click, and I just moved a couple of millimeters out here. I know it's hard to get a good angle of it, but just to show you the difference when it pops back in, I'll just pop it out again, and I'll make it so that you can the wires will be loose on the back side. Alright, what I have here is an extractor tool. It's something that I got out of a kit that I bought on eBay for I think about $6, and we're going to use this tool to press on the pins in order to get the wires out of the back of this so that we can install our other wires. Now again, the instructions are actually pretty clear on this, and I think do a really good job. Just to show you, I'm using them as reference. These are the pins that are going to be removed here, 1, 5, and 6, and then we're going to install our wires into those locations. It's a little bit easier to see on the diagram here than it is the actual pins. Okay, here are all the wires before I pushed it in. Just wanted to give you a quick view. So we have black, the white and blue, and then green and white. You can push them right into place here, and they'll feed down, and you'll feel it kind of click. Okay, everything pushed in place. This locked back. Now we just reinstall it where it went. You can see the connectors connected back into place, and then zip tied it right here. I'll cut this tail off, but I just wanted to make it nice and visible. Also put another zip tie down at the base here to keep it from rubbing around, and that'll be it for this area. So now we'll be installing the VTS module. This actually replaces where the diagnostic port is. So the diagnostic port will now plug into this, and then you'll still have a diagnostic connector here. We're going to add a little bit of dielectric grease to both connectors just to keep them nice and fresh, and then show you exactly where to install. Alright, when looking straight into the engine compartment here, the connector that we're looking for is actually the one that this set of wires is going to. It's the diagnostic port. It's the exact same port that we use when installing a tune onto this. Alright, so there's the port. We're just going to disconnect that and put it into our module. So you can see, and that was off this wire loop that we're looking at right here. And it's just plug and play. Alright, so that cable just sits in a holder, and now we're just going to plug it into to our unit, and then this will go into that holder. Okay, so that's it. Our VTS module is installed. Now all we're going to do is, with these, where these holes are on the actual module, we'll zip tie it into place here so that it's not shaking around, and we'll give it a test. Okay, so our new cover is going to fit right into the place of where the old one was, except for now we obviously have the hole for the VTS. It still has the same screw mounting points where it's here and then the one on the bottom. So I'm going to go ahead and get this screwed in here, and we'll see what our finished product. Alright, just a couple more turns here, and this bolt will be tightened. And now we can say that we're pretty much done with our installation. Just got to put our trim pieces back on and call it a day. We're all finished with the installation of our VTS system here. Installation time probably takes about 45 minutes the first time you do it, but it's not overly technical, not too bad. Hopefully this video will help you along the process. Big thank you to Tampa Bay Powersports for making this build project and build series possible. If you're in the market for a new ski, those are definitely great guys to reach out to and have them work a deal for you. All of their contact information will be available at the description portion of this video. Also in the description will be links to the products that we'll be installing in the Spark build series that we're doing here, as well as the VTS system. For full information on the build project, be sure to tune in to our Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, and of course on PWCextreme.com, where we hold our forums for performance parts. Thank you for watching. It ended up being about 110 degrees outside today, so I'm going to sign off here, relax with a nice cool beer. As always, ride fast, ride safe, and we'll see you on the water.